our thoughts on the second rut and how we would hunt it.
Well, I got a whole video coming on that. That's what I was editing today.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want to
So
elaborate on it though?
yeah, sure. So second rut, if you think about it, they go through cycles. So the first rut in my area, and I think about your own area, is the last week of October, first week of November, kind of is when you get the most action, and it goes in monthly cycles, kind of. So the last week of November, first week of December, we start getting them fawns going into heat, and those that didn't get bred going into heat. And there's even like a third rut, like 30 days after that. So in my eyes, it never really ends when it starts. So about October 15th, they start showing rutting activity, and it goes all the way up until about mid-December when they start going into survival mode and they start dropping their antlers. Once they drop their antlers, it's because their testosterone level has dropped so much, and then they're not breeding. But before that, it's just pretty much continual rut. It's just a matter of it has its fluctuations. What I see with second rut is even when it gets intense, it's not as intense as the first rut because the bucks have been rutting. They've been running around. They've been chasing does. They've been breeding, and it's kind of like not as exciting, and they're kind of stressed out. And they kind of need a little food in them. They're getting kind of lean. If you shoot one and after rut, you notice how there ain't much fat. They're pretty lean.
Yeah.
So what I saw this year, we had really good daylight activity throughout the whole rutting sequence. It was an amazing year for that. Now, muzzleloader season, I hit that second rut pretty good. I had a group of fawns, doe fawns, well, with does and stuff too, bedding in a certain spot on Dave's farm and coming through an open area and then heading off to crop fields. And I had a spot I could kind of get into, kind of bulletproof on a south wind, and we had a lot of south winds, and circle in from up to a fence line and climb a tree. And the idea of that is they're not going to come across the fence. They're going horizontal to me. So I could get in there anytime there's a south wind and with the muzzleloader reach out and touch them. So I watched a lot of activity. And what would happen was the doe fawns would come out and the bucks would bed in areas around these doe fawns. When the doe fawns would come out, they'd move to them. And it was a pretty good time. I mean, I didn't see any midday chasing. I didn't see any cruising. I didn't see any of that stuff that you see early season. But what I did see was right at the edge of darkness, and right in the morning and in the evening, right at the edge of darkness, the bucks would come to these fawns. And if you were lucky, they'd come out early enough if they were excited enough to give you a shot.
Yeah, some people swear by that second rut. I mean, there's certain guys that just love hunting that time of year because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a bad time to be in the woods, just like any other time of the year. All right.
Yeah, they're already starting to get on that bed food pattern.
Yeah.
Where they're really in a pattern. Where earlier in the year the pattern changes almost daily.
Right.
Like for a week straight, I had those doe fawns just doing the same thing, and then you could get a pattern going. So it was literally a better time and a better way to hunt than regular rut because I was patterning certain bucks on this pattern. Where usually in rut, like early rut, bucks there a couple days and gone. Right.
Right.
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.